All of this is faux, which is important to remember.
Yeah, that is
important. It's all
important.
endangered. And we've done some really interesting things with leopard. They're not all expensive.
And it all kind of started with the fashion world first,
Absolutely.
right? Just like what you're wearing
Diana's
there.
dress and Saint Laurent, all those guys, and it goes from the Paris runway to New York and then filters down into our homes.
That's right. Well, let's take a look, okay? Because you brought some lovely things here. Let's walk around the room in a sense with our camera, okay?
Absolutely.
And let's take a look, and you explain it to us.
What's interesting is you can realize that the trend is translated through the market. When Ethan Allen did these chairs, they're a gilt chair upholstered in the leopard. They have a check back, which you can't see, that's really charming, not expensive. We've got a leopard throw that's hanging on the back of the chair, great as an Afghan for snuggling up in your safari room. The ottoman, actually, I got at a flea market. $40.
Really? And you just covered it?
Had it upholstered in sort of it's a hair calf, which is like a leather that's printed with the zebra, the leopard. It's not real. Then we take these pillows, and instead of the beanbag chair, which we grew up with, we're using a leopard for a little less subtle look.
Yeah, this got a little style to it. And we're talking about accent pieces here,
absolutely.
Right?
Use them as punctuation in a room. You know, we've continued up and with our theme and done some animal prints in the room, but you don't have to do that. You could have family portraits or botanicals. You don't have to religiously adhere to an animal theme. On the sofa, we've just done the cream cover.
Okay.
So it's nice and neutral.
So this is kind of a backdrop here now, right?
Yeah. I wanted to do something red and velvet, and they stopped me.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Well, this is good. This looks good.
This is good. This is nice and neutral.
Okay.
And the throw, which I told you is actually Annabelle's crib throw that Adrienne Landau, the queen of fur accessories, made for her baby room.
Right.
So you can even use leopard in the nursery.
We're using leopard, and what else are you using?
Cheetah.
Zebra.
Behind you, I think that's a cheetah, that
right
pillow,
here.
which is a hair calf.
Is one more expensive than the other?
Well, I think they're more expensive when they're actually leather like that one, Ernie, than when they're a printed fabric.
I see.
And the pillows range, they can be from $10 to we've seen them up to $300. But don't feel like everything has to be animal. And I keep harkening back to that because sometimes people think, oh, how much leopard is too much leopard? You can see spots. We've actually taken and done a lampshade that's sort of a faux Hermes print. That's from my collection.
Yeah, right here.
And then sitting beside it is a sort of the tortoise frame and the tortoise vase. So mix the tortoiseshell and the leopard.
So that's important now. You're telling me mix and match, right? Yeah. Give it that nice feel. And what about texture with fabrics and so forth?
Well, I think it's important to continue with the texture. People think, I mean, look at the damask. I think it looks fine with it. We've done the candlesticks that are in the tortoise, and we've mixed our woods here, done some neutrals, the sconces that are in the gilt, which is nice. And you don't have to have all dark wood or all pine or all anything. It's about what's fun for you. Like you have the room in your house that you said you were doing the animal
we've used some leopard, exactly. But dark wood seems to work better, though.
I have a preference for dark wood. The console that we use today with the marble top on it is a dark wood. And really a fairly traditional piece. I mean, this is something that you would expect to see in almost like a country kitchen, and it looks wonderful here. It's got a little ormolu surmount. We've mixed all the prints. The frames are actually, some of them are the hair calf, and some of them just have leopard mats. You can see my entire family.
You can get, but you can get very creative with all of this, obviously.
Oh, sure.
And how about, now my concern would be, the care. What about taking care of and having it cleaned and so forth?
Yeah, I mean, a rug obviously is going to get heavy usage. That's why I love the leopard, because having a small child, I mean, they hide a multitude of sins. I mean, my dogs feel like they literally are in the wild kingdom.
No, that's very true. This does hide dirt
very
well. Yeah,
perfectly.
without a doubt.
And we mixed in a wrought iron table here in the front to show you that you don't have to have the dark. Say you don't have the wood, or you don't have the, the gilt wood, or whatever. Mix and match. The rattan basket with the African market ostrich eggs looks splendid.
See, all of these accessories really add a lot to it as well.
They make the room.
Yeah, it's an overview, isn't it, really?
Totally.
That you're looking at?
And take the theme that was on the runways in Paris, that was on the runways in New York, that was on our bodies, and and in our cribs and on our beds, and just bring it into your living room.
So there's a big call right now. I mean, this is it. This is the hot stuff.
This is the hot ticket right now.
And we got to tell everybody again, this is faux, right? This is not the real thing.
We have Marion Animal has given his life for our animal friends. Unless it was my dog Dixie Belle, who's seen me bring all these things in and out of the house all these years. We've got down to the coasters.
Marcia, listen, you've done a great job here today. We'll just sit here and relax a little bit, bring in some of that music if we want.
A little nap time.
Oh, how about that?
When you're seeing Spot.
Going to show us